Hello there, vinyl community, YouTubers out there, those that listen to music, those who still spin the vinyl on those little round platter things, thingamabobs. Tony P coming at you from the basement. This video is in response to Chris Propfe's Musically Obsessed. Great channel. If you're not a subscriber, you should be. Very knowledgeable, very entertaining, great guy. I'll put a link to his channel below. He placed a thread out in the vinyl community where he added the numbers of 2021. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1. And he came up with 5. Higher math for some of you, no doubt, but nonetheless 5. He wanted us to show a 5th studio album or 5th album from a band, from an artist, from what have you, and talk a little bit about it if you can. So this is my response. Now I got 3 albums. I'm not going to take long. It's not going to be a very long video. I'm going to let you know what I know about them. The first one, it's a Led Zeppelin. It's Houses of the Holy. I have the cover, but I will not show the cover. I have a thing about that. Here it is, House of the Holy. For those of you who don't believe me, House of the Holy. There she is, House of the Holy. This was Led Zeppelin's 5th album, 5th studio album, I should say. Couple interesting stories behind it. One, the very first song, the title track on it, it's not title track, I'm sorry, the first track on side 1 is The Song Remains the Same. Now, originally that wasn't going to be the name of that song. It was supposed to be an instrumental. Jimmy Page said, oh, we're going to call it Overture, and it's going to be an instrumental. Well, as time progressed, they played it almost every concert they were on. It was their very first song. And Jimmy Page said to the boys in the band, you know, no matter how much we play it, the song remains the same. So it went from being called Overture to, I heard it out there. I heard you, little Jimmy, little Bobby, you said it. The song remains the same. So there you have that one. Now, the second song on this is called The Rain Song. Now, it's a little bit different from some of the other Led Zeppelin songs if you listen to it. There's a little story behind that. You know that the Beatles were very admirers of Led Zeppelin, especially George Harrison. George Harrison liked them and he liked supporting their music. He was at John Bonham's 25th birthday party, and they got into a little bit of a cake fight. George Harrison threw it at John Bonham, where Bonzo picked him up and threw him into the swimming pool. I thought that was just a unique, great thing that he did that. But he went to George Harrison went to one of their concerts, and he was in the backstage. And after a 3-hour Led Zeppelin marathon concert, Jimmy Page asked George Harrison, well, what do you think? He says, and George Harrison said, you know, the problem with you guys is you don't play enough ballads. And Jimmy Page, the story goes that he said to his biographer, ballads? I'll show him effing ballads. And he promptly wrote The Rain Song. And you can understand that. So that was inspired by George Harrison. See, Mazzy, there's always a Beatle connection somewhere, somehow. And the last story I have, on the backside, there's a song called Dear Maker, Did You Make Her, or Do You Make Her? And people thought that's what the name of that song was. But it's actually a takeoff on an old English pub joke. And you have to have a little bit of a British, I guess, Cockney accent. Is that Cockney? Is that British Cockney accent? And 2 guys were talking, and one said to the other, oh, my wife went to the West Indies. Oh, Jamaica. No, she went on her own. Okay. So there you have Houses of the Holy, 5th studio album. The next one. What kind of Linda Ronstadt fan would I be if I didn't show Linda Ronstadt album? Great photo, great photo. This is her 5th album, Heart Like a Wheel. A lot of people considered this her breakthrough album, breakout album, breakthrough album, I guess. 1976, it was released in 74. 76, she won a Grammy for Best Vocal Performance Female for the song, where are we here? I Can't Help It If I'm Still in Love with You. Okay, it also got nominated for Album of the Year, and her producer, Peter Asher, got nominated also in that. She won the Grammy. Okay, Heart Like a Wheel. Just gotta love that photo. Oh my goodness gracious. My wife looks like her. Oh. Okay, last one. Moody Blues, To My Children's Children's Children. That's the back of it. This was a 5th studio album. This was the first album, I think, that was released. Let me double check for you. I think this was released, yes it is. This was the first album released on their own label. Let me get that in there. Threshold. And it's not so much about this album, but about the label Threshold. They were inspired by the moon landing in 1969, and they named their previous album Threshold of a Dream. And in that song, you can hear the rockets going off in the first minute. And I think the 1969 space mission inspired them to do that. But on this album, this was taken by astronauts of Apollo 15 on a cassette. And this is what they listened to. That's the only tidbit of information that I have for this one, for those of you who are Moody Blues fans. And Chris Propfe, that's all I have. That's it for Fort Pitt. No kidding. Well, as we say here in the Berg, peace, love, rock and roll. God bless you. Tony P loves you. And let's hope we have a better 2021 than 2020 was. And we can go out back our normal business and go out and buy albums and records and walk out into the sunshine without all looking like bank robbers. God bless you.